Oh, look, I am now live, apparently. One of those very rare Franken Legs lives. They don't happen often. They happen incredibly rarely, in fact. But hey, I'm going to actually do more of them, I think, just so I can talk to you guys. I don't know. I'm at the studio, Warrior Flow Fitness, doing the thing. Came in, vacuum, do my floor writing ritual before my thing that I do. The solstice swing, tomorrow. Solstice swing is tomorrow, which means, hey, in 24 hours from right now, I will be midway through my swing. I'm going to swing my 5-kilo mace for 12 hours. That's the plan. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be fun. It's the longest I've ever done by 3 hours or so. When it comes to the mace, I've gone longer with Indian clubs, but it's a different game, mace to Indian clubs. Last time I did a mace set, it messed me up, like majorly. Physically, mentally, emotionally, for like weeks. I was losing time, seeing shit. I would just space out. I would be staring at the ground and I would feel like I was looking at it for like 2-3 minutes. And someone would come over and be like, hey, are you okay? I'd be like, yeah, of course, what's up? I'd be like, well, you've just been staring at that spot on the floor for the last hour. So yeah, I am intrigued to see how this one is going to be a challenge. But yeah, I'm kicking it at Warrior Flow right now. I had to come in and do some stuff, vacuumed, drew my circles on the floor for my students. Then I did my floor writing. So every time I do one of these very long endurance sets, I mark something out on the floor. With the mace, I like to do up to 10,000. I mark out where I'll stand, essentially, from my first rep to my 10,000th rep. I will go well beyond 10,000 reps tomorrow, well beyond. 10,000 reps right now probably take me a little over 4 hours. I'm going to be going for 12 hours. So in theory, I'll push around 30,000 reps tomorrow, 30,000 individual swings. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I am swinging mace tomorrow, 5-kilo mace, 11-pound mace for 12 hours. I'm going to swing it single arm the entire time. I will do alternating swings most likely unless I need to use my offhand for something like grabbing something to eat or something to drink. I will allow myself a 5-minute break at the 6-hour mark to go to the washroom if I need to. I've gone 12 hours swinging with clubs in the past and not needed to, but when I went for 18 hours with the clubs in June, needed a bathroom break at 9 hours. It happens. So yeah, I am programming in, we'll call it programming in, allowing a 5-minute pause at the 6-hour mark if I feel like I need it. I might just push through. But yeah, 12 hours is the plan. 10,000 reps are marked out on the floor, and that's just to give me something to focus on for the first 4 or 5 hours. And then, hey, if I do hit the 10,000 and my mental clarity is still there, I might step up. I counted out up to 15,000, I think, when I did my 9-hour set a couple years ago. And I still had time after that of swinging still, but my brain started to shut down in the sense that I hit a point where I could no longer remember what number came after 13. Any of them. I could count 1 to 13 perfectly. After 13, gone. So I would count to 13 and start again. Count to 13, start again. Count to 13, start again. Why? Essentially to give myself a mantra, give my brain something to focus on while I am swinging. That's not the suck that is a mace swing when you've been at it for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. So yeah, yes, that's essentially the last little bit I need to do to prepare. So here's the thing. I love donuts. Love them. Specifically, these donuts, just plain original donuts from a place called Country Corner in the city here. And I like to eat those when I do my very long endurance swings. Easy to eat. I can actually make myself eat them. That's a thing. How to phrase this? When I go through these challenges, I stop eating. I shouldn't. I need to eat more, but I get I don't know if it's a mental block or what it is, but it becomes hard to eat in the days leading up. And hey, Country Corner donuts are the one thing I can always eat forever, always, no matter what. So gonna have some of those on hand. I gotta pick those up tomorrow, but I got my caffeine. I got some candy for some early carbs. No, I feel you, Crystal. I feel you. Yeah, and so I got to get those donuts, but other than that, I'm set. Everything is prepped, ready to go. I just need to have something good to eat tonight. Get some good rest tonight, which I will, I'm sure. I already had a nap today, which is rare for me these days, but it was awesome. Much needed nap. And yeah, nothing left to do it but to do it. Swing a mace for 12 hours. I've been going through the gamut emotionally leading up to the set. It's something that happens to me fairly frequently I shouldn't say fairly frequently. Something that happens to me when I'm in preparation for these long sets. I know how hard they are on my body emotionally and physically, so going into these very long sets, like again 12 hours tomorrow, my body or my mind, I don't know, something starts just needing emotion. So it just goes and it expresses emotion. It feels a lot. So I get hair triggery in the sense that I read like a touching sports thing and I just start fucking sobbing. What time will be in the U.S. when I start? I don't know. It depends where in the U.S., right? There's 12 time zones or something like that in the U.S. You're in Georgia, which I think is maybe the East. I have no idea though, but it'll be... I'm going to start the live up around between 8 and 9 a.m. tomorrow my time, which is 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'm hoping to actually start the swing at about 9 a.m. tomorrow, my time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so yeah, I'll swing from 9 a.m. my time to 9 p.m. Southeast. I have no idea. I can't do that conversion off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I don't know what the conversion is. But yeah, I'm gonna swing the mace, do the thing. Emotions, that's where I was at. Yeah, I've been going through the gamut a little bit emotionally. Just experiencing some cool shit. I said, I see something cool, inspiring, sportsy, and it makes me sad. Well, not sad, but it makes me cry. But you gotta cry sometimes. But I also am experiencing something really weird. So I had thought I had put this emotional issue away, but with the swing coming up and some other stuff that popped up, it has sprang back up apparently. So I'm estranged from my father. I have not seen him since I was turned 18. And before that, I had no idea who he was until I was 11. I'd never met him until I was 11. Then from 11 to 18, we had a very half-assed relationship in the sense where he'd take me out for supper once or twice a year. And that was essentially it. But so I had daddy issues for quite a long time. But a few years ago, I was able to put those away. I was able to unpack my shit. I was able to process it, deal with it, thanks to the mace, actually. And I dealt with that shit. But apparently, I didn't deal with the fact that I've never got to be a big brother to those sisters. So he has 3 daughters. My mom has kids as well, more kids as well. I have 2 sisters that I do get to be a big brother for, and I'm very grateful for that. But apparently, I'm still dealing with the emotional baggage of not being a big brother to those other sisters. And one of those sisters, I've been planning on reaching out to recently because she's about to turn 18, and I wanted to respect her parents' bound, and all that, and not contact her until she was an adult. So I've been waiting until she's 18. But interestingly, I got an article sent to me this weekend about her, and she is going to a camp for a Team Canada tryout. So she's essentially been named one of the top 40 female hockey players in all of Canada, and she's going to this camp, and based on the article, she has a very good chance of making it. And that made me feel so weird because I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her, and I really badly just want to reach out and be like, hey, I don't know if you know who I am, but here's who I am. I'm your big brother. You maybe remember me from when you were little, because I did see her a handful of times when she was little. And I just want to be like, hey, I'm sorry that I wasn't a part of your life. I always wanted to be a part of your life, but it just wasn't really an option. But I have been watching. I've been following from the outside. I've been reading the articles about you, and I have been for years now. And I just want to be like, hey, I know it probably means nothing to you, but I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of her, and I would just love to tell her that, but don't know how to go about that. So yeah, I've been experiencing those emotions. And I've been dealing with them and processing them, and I'm excited for the swing tomorrow because I know it'll help me process them further. So I know I'll be able to close that door a little bit, close the coffin doors as I like to call them. That's what I call it when I have dealt with something, when I've dealt with some sort of emotional baggage, I've closed the coffin door. So yeah, I'm gonna close some coffin doors tomorrow. Don't wait, reach out. Well, you know what? So she leaves. I'm gonna reach out soon, but she leaves for her camp on the 26th, and she won't be back till the 31st. And I was super. So for those that don't know my history, I was a high level rugby player here in Canada as well. Knocked on the door to a Team Canada tryout myself. Actually got the call to do a workout for Team Canada the day after I tore my ACL. Crazy timing, I know. But yeah, so I know what it's like to be like that close, and I know that like even just the smallest blip emotionally or mentally can be like a huge thing. So I'm absolutely gonna wait until at least the new year. She turns 18, I think in February if I recall correctly. So I might wait till then. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna reach out to her at some point, but in the new year I'm thinking. Plus, like to be real, like I'm swinging my mace for 12 hours tomorrow. I ain't gonna do shit on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like I'm gonna be like curled up into a ball. The last time I did a very long mace swing, 9 hours. I like physically couldn't move my arms. Like I could move like this, but my shoulders like would not move at all. The next day, it was hilarious for me. So I'm really excited to see like how my body and mind and emotions and all of that do respond to tomorrow. Just because like, yeah, it is the longest I've ever gone with the mace, but it's not the longest I've gone with something. Like I've swung clubs for longer. So I'm intrigued to see how that goes. And also, in theory, I should be way the fuck stronger by now. I first, like that 9-hour set was in 2019, which I thought it was way like more recent than that. But yeah, 2 years ago now. So in theory, I should be able to cruise through 12 hours, in theory. But like, let's, again, put this into context. 12 hours is a long-ass time to do a single thing. Like, conservatively, I'm going to swing 21,000, 22,000 reps tomorrow, conservatively. Like, more likely 30,000 plus. 30,000 plus swings in a single day. Like, that's something. And, yeah, I'm good at this shit, and I'm good at it. I'm good enough to the point where I think people start to forget, like, how challenging of a task that truly is. Like, I put up such crazy numbers sometimes, right? I swing a 10-kilo mace, 22-pound mace for a couple hours at a time, right? Like, I can swing the 15-kilo mace for 30 minutes, all that stuff. And I've done 9 hours with the mace. So I think sometimes people forget, like, and I totally, as I'm guilty of it as well, like, start to think of it as less of a challenge. I don't know if that's the right term, but yeah, I almost start to, like, forget how challenging that truly is, like how much that really is. Like you walk every single day of your life. You walk every single day of your life, right? A couple thousand steps a day conservatively, like if you're chilling. Maybe 1,000 steps if you're really chilling. But like if you were to do 30,000 steps in a day, your body would probably feel that. And you walk every day, like that's something your body's really used to. So for me to swing something that much, yeah, I'm definitely going to feel some shit. Like, no matter how prepared I am, no matter how ready I am, like, I'm going to feel some shit on Wednesday and Thursday, for sure. Obviously, through the set as well, I'm going to feel some shit. I'm going to feel a lot of stuff. I'm excited to see what all goes down as far as, like, my hands go. My hands are feeling tough lately. Haven't torn in a little while, which is good, like, touch wood and all that. But they're feeling strong. I really like to do the whole electrical tape thing just in case. Like, I'm going to have some electrical tape around. If you're new to the mace, that is a great tip. If you deal with some hand stuff, blisters, tears, that kind of thing, and you want to keep training, electrical tape is a great option as opposed to like athletic tape, just because the mace can move a little easier, a little smoother, and yeah, it just feels better, personally. I don't know. Like I said, I came up through rugby. I would put electrical tape on anything. Oh, your forehead split open? Electrical tape. I have no doubt in my mind you'll do it. Focused and driven are just a part of your being. Well, thank you, TVL. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. It's cool. So I do a morning ritual. I roll a 20-sided dice 10 times, and I average out whatever that hits. I just like to do that. Essentially, I quantify my luck, if you will. And I know dice are balanced in a way that, in theory, if you roll 10 times, you should get around 10 over the average every time. And hey, it's pretty close, but sometimes it's like way off. I had one day it was like I averaged like a 5 point something over 10 rolls, and another day I averaged like 15 point something over 10 rolls. So hey, sometimes it changes. But anyways, I roll a dice, and then normally I draw a rune. So I have this beautiful set of amethyst runes, but unfortunately one broke. The self rune broke, which I found very interesting. Manas. It's very interesting. But yeah, it broke. And to me, that kind of ruins the whole bag in the sense that now I will always know which rune it is because it has jagged edges, and that no longer makes it truly random. And because it's no longer truly random, it can no longer serve the purpose of a rune bag. So what people say, hey, super glue, maybe, but I still feel like I would be able to feel the difference. So I was looking for an option. And without knowing this, my mom and sister bought me a gift. And it wasn't a rune set, but it was a set of oracle cards based on the Norse runes and Norse mythology, which is really neat. And so I've been playing around with those over the last few days instead of my rune draws. And the one I drew today was essentially like, you have a battle head. You can do it. Just remember who the fuck you are. And so that was very, very, very appropriate because, hey, I have a battle ahead tomorrow. I'm going to swing a mace for 12 hours, conservatively over 20,000 reps, likely over 30,000. But I know who the fuck I am, plain and simple. My first mantra was given to me by Leo Savage, and it was, I am a bad motherfucker, because I forget that sometimes. And so that's been my mantra for several years, now part of my mantra for several years. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm relentless in the pursuit of my goals. I'm a warrior of love, and I am Prince. That's my mantra. I'm a bad motherfucker, just to remind myself, yeah, I know who the fuck I am. I can do some crazy shit, and I gotta remember that sometimes. My wallet even says bad motherfucker, because hey, it's also a pop culture reference. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm relentless in the pursuit of my goals. I wanted a steel mace facility to exist. It exists. Worked hard for that. It still exists in the middle of a pandemic. Been working really fucking hard for that. I want to swing the mace for 24 hours someday. I'm relentless in that pursuit. I swing mace like crazy. Swinging 12 hours tomorrow, just another step on the journey in reality. It's a big step. Big motherfucking step, but it's still just another step on the journey. I'm a warrior of love. Try not to let the hate get to me. I try to approach every situation with love. When I see someone hating, I try and send love. That's what I try and do. I forget sometimes. Gotta remind myself of the mantra. I'm a warrior of love. And I am Prince. Prince is the most charismatic person ever exist, in my opinion. Commanded a room, put on shows, wherever he was, right? Like, wherever Prince was a spectacle. And people are drawn to Prince. So, I am Prince. I am charismatic. I'm a little taller than Prince, but I love the color purple. So that's what all that means. But yeah, if you're just joining, I am at Warrior Flow. I had to vacuum, draw some circles on the floor for my students, wrote numbers on the floor. All right, numbers on the floor of every single time I do an endurance swing. Just gives me something to focus on, something to count a little bit. Gives me a mantra in order to slip away. If I focus on the count, I can leave my body. That's the only way I can describe it. If I focus on the count, I can leave my body. And that's why the last time I did a mace swing and I couldn't remember what happened, what number came after 13. I just kept counting to 13 so that I had that mantra still. I had that number to count to still, or something to count to, something to take my mind away. So yeah, the numbers are on the floor. I'm going to count tomorrow, take my mind away. Looking forward to it. So people are going to stop by, swing mace with me. Always appreciate that energy. Like, it's so huge. Got some people coming later in the evening to make sure that I'm not by myself when I cross that 12-hour mark. Because, again, that's huge. That is huge. I think there's 2 other people who swung the mace. 2 other people alive today, at least. Because people in the past are crazy. But there are 2 other people today that can say that they've done they've swung the mace for 12 hours, but there's a couple differences. One, they would rest the mace on their shoulder and allow shoulder glides in the swing. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to glide the mace on my shoulder. I'm not going to rest the mace on my shoulder. I'm not going to rest the mace in split grip. I'm going to hold it in front rack. If I pause at all, that's it. Like, it's not, with the exception of that 5-minute pause at the 6-hour mark that I might take, the mace will not touch the ground either. They swung, well, they technically swung for 11 hours, if I recall correctly, because they set a 12-hour timer, and every hour they would take a 5-minute pause, which, if I recall correctly, I asked, like, hey, does that mean you're swinging 12 hours but we'll be there for 13 hours with pauses, or are you swinging for 11 hours and we'll be there for 12 hours with pauses? And I'm pretty sure it was the 11 hours with the 5 minutes equaling 12 hours of pause, or 12 hours total. So I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm going to go 6 hours, take a 5-minute pause, do another 6 hours. So I'll do, like, in total 12 hours and 5 minutes to have, like, a full 12 hours. And, like, hey, nothing wrong with how they did it. Like, they did it their style, but I've come to a realization. When they made their rules for their swing, they made it in a way so that they made it, how to phrase this? They designed the rules to have the highest percentage of, or the highest chance of success possible. That's how I'm trying to say it. They made the rules to have the highest possible chance of success. I've designed my rules to have the lowest possible chance of success, because the goal is eventually 24 hours, eventually, but I want to break someday. I want to find what that point is. I want to hit the wall. I want to black out. Like, honestly, like, this is my full-on truth. I want to push myself to the point where I am no longer conscious. That is my eventual goal. On the way, I'm hitting checkpoints. Let's call it that. I'm hitting checkpoints on the way. 9 hours didn't take me down. Almost did. There's a point where I, like, had to back the fuck up from the table I was standing in front of, because I was like, if I fall down and chin myself, that might not be good. So I backed up. But yeah, 9 hours couldn't take me down. Stayed conscious the whole time. Well, maybe not conscious, but upright. 12 hours tomorrow. Will it be the one to take me down? I don't think so, to be honest. I'm feeling confident. Feeling very confident. Nervous, but confident. Nerve-sighted, as my little cousins like to call it. Then the next benchmark would be 18 hours. If I can hit that checkpoint, 24. Once I swing 24 hours with the 5 kilo, I'll go back down to 12 hours with an 8 kilo. And from there, I'll just start trying to bump the weights, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll progress through it like that too. 12, 18, 24 with the 8 kilo, and then move up. I don't know. Here's the thing. I got a lot of years to do this. I do. People forget, because of the beard and the business and the family and all that shit. I'm pretty young. I'm not as young as I used to be, as they say, but I'm only 28. So in reality, if I do 12 this time, 18 next time, like next year, and 24 the year after, I'll hit 24 hours before I'm even, when I'm 30. So I got a lot of years to swing after that. So who knows where I could go with it, right? I'm going to keep pushing the club distance too. Like, my goal at the clubs is to eventually break the record. Like, I want to swing those clubs for 108 hours. That's the truth. And I honestly feel I can do it. I have it planned out. I have the check marks planned out, the benchmarks planned out, checkpoints, that's the word. Checkpoints planned out every single year from now until the age of 45. Because if I break that record at 45, that's 108 hours. 108 hours of Indian club swinging. When I'm 45 years old, I'll be the exact same age that Burroughs was when he did it, his 107 hours, and it'll be an anniversary. I want to say the 125th anniversary or something like that of him completing that. So that's pretty cool, in my opinion. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the goal with clubs, goal with mace. Keep pushing it. And with both of them, I want to find my breaking point. And not my breaking point in like, my shoulders can't handle it anymore. My hands hurt. Like, everyone has those breaking points. I hit those breaking points frequently. But there are times when you can push past them. Times when I want to push past them. Tomorrow's one of those times. My shoulders are going to hurt tomorrow. My forearms are going to hurt tomorrow. My hands are going to hurt tomorrow. But that's not going to stop me. Absolutely not. The only thing that will stop me before I hit 12 hours tomorrow is if I lose consciousness. And hey, that's still a win. Who does this? Whose idea of a good time is trying to find the point of passing out with swinging mace? I'm going to put that out there real quick. I know maybe it's some other stuff, but no. But yeah, I'm going to swing the mace 12 hours tomorrow. Conservatively, I'll do over 21,000 reps. Realistically, potentially 30,000 or more. I move at a pretty decent pace. If I can keep my average pace that I do in training with a little less than actually my average pace, I want to say, oh no, I'm doing that math way wrong. I don't know. But yeah, 30,000 reps is not unlikely. 21,000 is pretty much assured. My hands hurting isn't going to stop me. That's what the electrical tape will be for. Shoulder pain ain't going to stop me. My shoulders are very strong. My lats are very strong. Forearms are very strong. And I'm really good at ignoring when they start to hurt. I'll be honest. I've gone through some pretty rough things physically in my life. I've broken things, I've torn things. I've played rugby for 15 years. I know how to handle pain. And keep going. Mentally, I want that number. I want that 12 hours so much that I don't think mentally I'll break. Emotionally, I've been going through the emotional gamut lately. In preparation, my body does this. So I'm going to be emotionally strong. Spiritually, I got this. So it all comes down to just, can my body stay up? I'm going to be doing, so single arm 360s is one way to phrase it. Single arm 10 and 2s, alternating 360s, however you want to phrase it. I will be using one hand. I am going to do an inward swing, if you will, the entire time. This way, right? Dumping the mace across the body, pulling through so that my shoulder capsule is protected. I'm not a huge fan of outward swings, but that's a different rant. But yeah, essentially, single arm swings, single arm 10 and 2s, alternating 360s, whatever you want to call them. That's the plan. At the beginning, I might throw a few samurai swings in, like include a bottom swing, but eventually I'm going to hit a point where my hands are not going to physically be able to do that, and my body's not going to be able to hit that pattern anymore because it'll be so locked into the pattern that it'll be in. Speaking from experience. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hard. I wonder where my walls will be. Every time I do these, I hit certain walls. And I know where they are to a point. I'm going to hit a wall at 10 minutes. Right off the bat, there's always one. Whether I'm swinging mace, whether I'm swinging clubs, whether I'm using a 5 kilo, 10 kilo, 12 kilo, 15 kilo, doesn't matter. 10 minutes, I hit a wall. But that's an easy one to push through. So I push through that wall. Then another one generally pops up about 30 minutes. Then about an hour. Then at 2 hours. Then pretty much every 2 hours after that is generally when it seems to hit. But the last time I swung the mace for this, well, not this long, but a very long time, 9 hours. Those last 2 hours, man, it was like every 5 minutes there's a new wall I had to overcome. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see where the walls come past 9 hours. I'm intrigued to see if I get the same walls as last time. Because again, it's been 2 years. Stronger than that I was. Been listening to a lot of Sia lately. She sings some songs to help me get through what I go mentally going through right now, what the mental prep's like. I'm going to try and do a live for you guys again on, I'm going to do a live the entire time I'm swinging tomorrow on YouTube. I'll post the link in my bio for that. But yeah, I'll have a live YouTube up the entire time swinging my mace. So you guys, if you're around and want to check it out, make sure I'm conscious, support me, all that. I appreciate it. I can feel the energy, I'm telling you. Like, when I swung my clubs for 18 hours and I had the YouTube up, and I could see that there was at least somebody watching me the entire time, that helped so much. So yeah, there's gonna be a live up tomorrow on the YouTube for you guys to check out. I'm gonna try and do another Instagram live on Wednesday. We'll see how that goes. Again, I have no idea what I'm gonna be like mentally, emotionally, physically Wednesday. Yeah, those who are close to me can attest what I was like in 2019. I was a zombie for days, weeks. I was losing time, tripping out. It was fun. Well worth it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes. I'm lucky to have a good support system around me. There'll be people stopping by, checking in on me, bringing me stuff to consume throughout the day. Mom's going to be around a lot, which is always nice. We spend good quality time when I do my endurance swing. She comes and hangs out because she knows I can't get away. I'm kidding, Mom, if you're out there. Yeah, so guess that's it, y'all. Guess that's it. Thank you, Jetfire G. Great name, by the way. Hey, David. Yeah, 12 hours, over 20,000 reps, probably over 30,000 reps. I'm gonna swing that mace. It's sitting with me right now, actually. I rested on a pillow at the studio. I do, it's true. So I'm actually sitting on the pillow with it right now. I'm gonna swing Balor tomorrow. It's the one I swung last time too. Balor's my 5 kilo. Called that because Balor, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I hope I am. I call it Balor. But yeah, called that because that is the Irish Demon King, or the Demon King from Irish mythology. All of my maces are named after some form of mythological, religious thing, whatever. And this one's name is Balor. And just quick interjection. Yeah, Ray Ford Forrest. Just search Frankenlegs. I use the same username everywhere. But yeah, Balor, Demon King of Irish mythology, named that because I do not believe a person can truly slay their demons entirely. I don't. Addiction is too real of a thing. Pain, trauma, hurt is too deeply ingrained, I believe, to ever fully kill it. Never pops up again. Even if you have complete control over it, even if you've completely processed it, even if you're good, things will flare up every once in a while. Maybe it's years between, maybe it's decades between, whatever. But I do not believe a person can fully slay their demons. But I believe a person can control their demons. I believe that a person can be aware that they're there and hold them at bay for eternity. If they process things the right way, if they have something to help them. For me, that is my mace. So, with the help of the Demon King Balor, I may not be able to slay my demons, but I can control them. So yeah, I'm going to swing Balor tomorrow for a whole fuckload of reps. So many. 12 hours of swinging. Likely over 30,000 reps tomorrow. It's going to be fun. But yeah, I'm repeating myself frequently because I see different people popping on. I just want to remind everyone, tomorrow I am swinging a mace for 12 hours. It's going to be over 20,000 reps, easy. Likely over 30,000. I'm looking forward to it, confident in it. I got a playlist made. Every song on it is over an hour. I'm going to hit shuffle this time because there's a certain song on it that just brings me life, man. And I hope it pops up when I need it. It has in the past. So, fingers crossed. But yeah, I guess that's what I have to say. It's almost 5 p.m. my time. I should probably go home, make some supper. I can't eat anything after 7 or 8-ish tonight. 7, because of when I'm going to sleep. Just so I have time to process things, let's say. Yeah. Tomorrow's a big day. That's all I got to say, I suppose. Thank you all for the support as I trained for this one, leading up to this one. Thank you all for just being around to listen to me ramble. It's nice to talk these things out. Again, I've been going through my emotions leading into this, and being able to talk to this camera with people listening has been huge. So thank you guys. And thank you in advance for the support that you give tomorrow, whether that is by stopping into the YouTube Live and throwing a message, just checking in to make sure I'm still conscious, or even if it just crosses your mind tomorrow. I appreciate it. But my kick-ass brother-in-law, Mace of Clubs, Adam, is here now. He's teaching a class tonight, so I'm going to have to jet. But that's what I got for y'all, I guess. I'll see you on the other side. Much love.